welcome back to the Neetwork, the audio network for people who walk, plot, watch, and like do a lot of things. Intros are really cool.
Intros are difficult. Let's be fair though. Intros are difficult. So, I do not blame you in the slightest. What?
Like 3 things at once and it did not work.
That's usually how intros go. You just kind of have to fake it, and it's just like, hey, I'm gonna come out swing with confidence, and it might land, it might not. Who knows? Usually it doesn't. But if you have enough, confidence, it typically.
You just gotta like roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And it'll turn out okay.
And
You walk, talk, and sleep anime.
I don't. When was the last time that I'm trying to remember the last anime that I've watched and when it was.
I'm watching Overlord right now.
I haven't been watching any anime recently, though I have been playing Fire Emblem, which is just anime as a game.
Are you indeed waiting for Persona 5, Daniel?
Yeah, no, So I can't wait to play my favorite game for the first time. I'm kidding, I've actually played the game before. Unlike...
Did that come out or something?
Yeah, no, Persona 5 came out... It was originally meant to come out in 2012 on the PS3, and then it got delayed, until it eventually came out in 2016 for both the PS3 and the PS4, and then Persona 5 Royal came out, which was only for the PS4, but it seems like Sega and Atlus or whatever, or not Sega, Sony and Atlus ended their, contract that made it that way. Persona was only on Sony consoles, so now it's getting released on Switch and Steam and stuff. I promise we're not sponsored, by the way.
Don't worry. Daniel just has an obsession with the series.
I wouldn't even say an obsession, I just like the games.
Chronic interest.
Yeah, that's a very large interest.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think, let's see. I haven't really been watching too many anime recently, but
I've gone back into part 6, part 2 of JoJo.
okay, that makes sense.
It just came out.
Um,
Found out it came out recently.
While playing Fire Emblem, I thought I recognized one of the voice actors, and believe it or not, it's because Fire Emblem has so many characters, there are so many people voice acting them, and the voice actor for one of the characters named Berkut, I think it is, voices the narrator for the English dub of Kaguya Love is War, which, for the record, I've seen both the English dub and and the sub.
No, not the English dub at 1.25.
It's not 1.25 speed, Andrew. It's so much worse. It's 2 times.
Oh, no.
I'm about to pull up the nerd emoji.
Pushes up glasses. Actually.
Yeah, dude. Pushes up glasses.
Actually, I, no.
Yeah. I would like to correct your statement.
No, but both the English dub and the Japanese, original recording with the English subtitles, both of them are really good. The main difference I can say is that in both of them, the narrator is very pronounced, but the narrator in the English dub is basically a main character, or the main character. He is...
I see. I've never watched the dub, only the sub one.
Yeah, I'd honestly recommend it because it's just a good show. Love is War is just a good show, and both of the versions that I've seen were good. Ow, I scratched my knee and I forgot that I fell on it earlier today, so it hurts. Ow.
Talking about scratching knees. Whenever I bring up the topic, and a certain show comes up, right? One Piece. Have you guys heard of it?
One Piece?
Yeah, I have actually.
I've heard of it, yes. I have not convince myself to devote that much time to watching over 1,000 episodes or
Just
reading over the 1,000 chapters of manga.
Reading it is so much faster. You can complete a chapter in 5 minutes max.
Depends how fast you read.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Just, the chapters are not that long, and it's very good. That is my official statement on One Piece. It is very good.
So usually, as a being that has dabbled in the One Piece,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm on it like 30, 40 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not that much further ahead, I think by the end of the year, my knees might get scraped permanently. No more knees for me.
No more knees. Adios.
What?
Chap.
Why are your knees going to get scraped?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, that is actually a
If you're a One
great
Piece
thing.
fan,
Have you been threatened?
it's not a threat. It's a problem.
Okay, then in that case, it is definitely. For the record, it is not me. I was not even aware of this.
That's what they all say.
Who is they all? And I am very concerned. I am very concerned for you if everyone is just like, yes, you must be murder.
My knees are gone.
You must have your knees removed, and it will not be surgically.
Anything.
My personal preference is actually the metal bat.
I got one behind me right now.
Oh, that's great. See, he's preparing. He's already ready.
See, I have some nunchucks. I think I could do a little bit of damage with that.
Oh, I would also agree with that, Daniel.
I'll be honest, I've had the nunchucks since I was like 8, 9, so they are very small. They are about the size, like each individual part of the nunchuck, like the handles or whatever, those are about the size of my hand. To put it into perspective for you. I realize that means nothing for people who don't know who I am. So basically just, I don't know about...
Imagine a hand. That's what it looks like.
Imagine a hand, except it's a cylinder. What does a cylindrical hand look like?
Hot dog.
You know those images of just like... Obama prism and stuff like that? Just imagine that, but a hand, and instead of it being a prism, it's a cylinder.
Bro, dude. Oh, have you seen Joe Biden?
Yes, I have. It's very good. It's stupid, but it's good.
Joe Biden.
Yeah. What other shapes are... I forgot. My favorite one is Bread Sheeran.
Oh, bro, Reg. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. It's like in the shape of a Downy bottle.
I love just the amount of celebrities. You can just be like, you're actually shape or food object or something. It's stupid. I like those jokes a lot, though. That's just kind of what I like, though, I guess.
Yeah, those are like ironically funny. You know what I mean?
Bad jokes.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for puns, and
Indeed.
I think that probably explains a lot about me.
Make you laugh, but like not because they're funny. For me.
That's fair. For you, it's either ironic or post-ironic. For me, it's definitely... It used to be non-ironic, and then it became, oh, my friends get upset at this, so I'm gonna do it, and I find that funny. And now it's circled back around, so yeah, it's post-ironic now.
Yes.
In the circle of irony.
Yeah, since I hit my...
The cycle of irony.
Since I hit my midlife crisis, I'm finding dad jokes funny now.
Your midlife crisis?
Like,
Midlife crisis.
Oh yeah, congrats on becoming old, my friend. Congrats.
The old, even though I will be there soon.
Yeah.
You will also find dad jokes hilarious.
Listen, for me it's gonna be a while. I'm not gonna say how long because, you know, but for me it will be a while. That's just kind of how it works.
Yeah. Daniel's gonna be like a child. Forgot.
Be like one.
Yeah.
Be like,
You know.
Unlike you, I actually age backwards. I
Wait,
Kyle.
there's a movie like that. There's a kid who's like born really old and then he like gets younger.
I don't know what movie you're talking.
Dude, I forgot what it's called.
Why did you have to bring up the Boss Baby? Why did you have to bring the Boss Baby into this?
Born old and gets young. Oh, okay. It's called The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Oh, I've definitely heard of it. Yeah, I just haven't seen it.
I was thinking the movie Old, where everyone on the beach dies.
I saw that movie. It was okay. It was fine. It was made by M. Night Shyamalan, who is known for his movies that have a twist in them. I don't know if you guys have seen any of them, but that's fair. The movie that launched his name into prominence was, I believe, The Sixth Sense.
Gee, I've heard of it.
Let me see.
Yeah. That movie...
Oh, that's an older film.
Yeah, that's the movie that I think he's best known for. Do you guys...
I've never seen it.
That's fair. My dad has made me watch a lot of movies, and eventually we agreed that we would just kind of stop at some point. So he had me watch the last few, and now we have an arrangement where I make him watch one episode of, what is it? Full Monogamous Brotherhood, and he makes me watch one episode of Rick and Morty.
I see.
It's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good deal.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. The episode he showed me to introduce me to the show was Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick. Ah, yes.
Pull over, Morty.
Funniest shit I've ever seen. Rick and Morty is funny, but
Yeah, it is.
Same thing goes for a lot of shows that are extremely popular. Fan base gets toxic. I think that's just, the recipe for any large community, though. There are always going to be bad apples that spoil the bunch.
Office enjoyers.
Nice.
I have not seen The Office.
The Office was funny. I liked it.
I've not seen it. I've not seen that. I have not seen Glee. I've not seen the show that came out earlier this year that people were watching, Euphoria, I think it was.
Oh, Euphoria, bro. I haven't watched
Bro,
it.
the same.
Truly, every single one of these shows are exactly the same, beat for beat.
Well,
I can say that as someone who hasn't watched them.
Which
one?
The
shows I just listed off.
That many, bro. Daniel, do you just not watch TV shows or something?
No. Listen, man, the TV shows I watched while I was growing up were basically just Phineas and Ferb, Lego Ninjago, and,
Lego Ninjago!
Yeah!
That was a...
Hoof.
That was a fun one.
Hoof.
I like that one.
I hope that this doesn't get copyrighted, but go, kick back, whip it around and spin. We're gonna jump back to it again. Ninjago, Ninjago. I didn't even realize I remembered the lyrics. Holy... I never looked them up.
Dedicated.
I never looked it up, the lyrics for the opening. I don't know why. I was like, oh yeah, no, Lego Ninjago. Oh, I wonder if I remember. I do. What is wrong with me? Why do I remember these things? There's space allocated in my brain for remembering that.
This Daniel was dedicated, man. This guy actually remembers the song after what?
Years.
I don't know how long.
Years. Just
It's been like 10 years now.
yeah.
Last time I watched, I think it was
I re-
4th grade.
I remember watching and rewatching the snake the snake one a lot, and then it was the cyber one, and I played the game and I watched it, and then I just kind of stopped. But I do remember watching some of them at some point, and Cole became a ghost, I think, and
yeah, he did.
Jay had a genie. Zane was a robot, which was revealed in the snake one, and then he had his whole tech. He had his old tech saga, and then or arc. And then after that, I think Cole became a ghost, and that was his arc.
Because he got trapped in
locked
the
in the
haunted house.
Yeah.
He didn't make it out before midnight.
Nia was revealed to be the water ninja. At some point. Jay had his whole genie debacle, which was his arc, and I think they were like, Kai hasn't had screen time since the original, like, first two things, basically. So how about, there's an entire island where ninjas are going to be competing, and actually their powers are getting stolen. That is the last I remember of Lego Ninjago.
Yeah. The last thing I remember is the thing about them getting transported to a different dimension.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. Hold on, what was that? That was
Unless that was the tech one where they went into the cyber world and fought this cyber overlord or whatever, but I don't remember that.
it was Ramadan with Lloyd. It was more early on.
Bro, I remember it, dude. It's been so long.
I mean, Lord Garmadon commanding the skeletons was the first thing.
Yeah, but then he had his whole like good guy bad guy art with
Yeah, Wu and Garmadon were never allowed to be on the same team, which was a cruel fate pointed out by the writers at some point, I think. It was like, oh, Garmadon's good now. Look at that. The two brothers are real. Oh, Wu's evil now. Okay, well, yikes. I think the line was, why are we never on the same side, brother? Or whatever.
Yeah, dude, it was like so weird.
We are really reminiscing about Lego Ninjago.
I know, bro. It's been so long.
Yeah,
Good show.
true. I think the other main show that I watched a lot, being Phineas and Ferb, was also really good. In my opinion.
Show you can't go wrong with.
Yeah, I mean, it has a formula. It didn't overstay its welcome, and it had a bunch of episodes that broke the mold, but the mold was good. Songs were catchy. I still...
It was like probably one of the most popular, or really popular kids shows.
Yeah. The other, I think, two shows I watched when I was young were Wildcrats, which was an educational show.
Those were like actually interesting.
Yeah, no, it was an educational show, which meant I was allowed to watch it on weekdays, so hence why I watched it a lot. And then the other one, and I say this not lightly, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Oh, bro, I never watched that. I think I avoided that probably.
That makes sense. Turns out when you have a younger sister and all of your friends at the time being like 3rd grade, 4th grade, it's even 2nd grade to some extent, all of your friends being girls who are into it, you tend to get into it. Turns out it actually wasn't that bad, so you know what? I don't regret it. At a certain point, the new episodes just became teaching the same lessons as the old ones, though.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that happens to a lot of series with like too many.
we're out of lessons or episodes. Ryu's plot now.
Yes. Actually, guys, we need to rewatch season 1. What can we learn?
please. There has to be a lesson in here somewhere. Come on, come on. Here we go. Don't be mean. There's the lesson.
Now we can
Yeah.
into the old shows like Paw Patrol.
Yeah. I
Bro, dude, all of the new kid shows like the new generation kids, they don't whatchamacallit?
Their shows are fine.
They don't appreciate the
Dude, you're sounding like an old person right now.
oh yeah, exactly, bro. But they don't appreciate the classics, man.
It's like we won't appreciate 90s stuff, but like
Yeah.
But like our stuff is actually good.
and Kim Possible and like all the other things, Danny Phantom.
Bro, wait, what is that? I've never heard of that.
Kim Possible? You know what? Look it up. You might actually find it interesting and want to watch it.
I don't think you're right, but
Cartoon Network.
I think I might be right.
oh, this one, dude, that does not look interesting. A 2004.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I remember being excited whenever Teen Titans Go came on, but I never really watched it that much.
We watched Gumball too.
I never really got much into Gumball.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched all of it, but I've watched like a chunk of it.
Didn't really get into Adventure Time. Didn't really get into what were the other shows? Regular Show. Didn't get into. Didn't get into Steven Universe. Thank God for that one. I'll be honest, I haven't seen anything about Steven Universe except for the one song from the movie, which is a bop, so that's fine.
I tried to get into it when it came out. Like I think I watched like the first 8-ish episodes and I just dropped it.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch that one either.
Didn't watch Uncle Grandpa or Total Drama Island either.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch those either. I think I didn't watch a lot of the Nickelodeon thing.
Yeah.
It's a big Cartoon Network thing.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Avatar episodes air, and
Yeah,
I just never really paid attention to them. And
I was also a big Pokemon and Beyblade watcher.
I was a big Pokemon fan. I still am, but
Yes, we know.
probably more so then.
Yeah, I could see
Oh.
what you mean.
All I gotta say is Naruto and Dragon Ball were on Cartoon Network at one point in time.
That's so cool. I probably saw some scenes from it, but I never got into it. I remember making fun of my friends in 4th and 5th grade for liking anime, but it was very much in the way of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you watch that. I've never seen it, so I can't really rag on you, but oh my gosh, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Typical Western,
I didn't watch TV shows though, so it's not like I could say anything, and I recognize that. Like when my friend gave me the the 3rd volume of the fairy tale manga, I just said, "Oh, cool, I'll read it," and then I did, and I was like, "Huh, that's nice." That was it. My opinion on anime until I watched it was basically just like, haha, Lamau, imagine watching that. Anyway, if you do, that's cool.
Yeah, and then now it's like, bro, I don't know. Naruto was like, because when I saw it on Netflix, right, it looked like so different than like what people showed me before, because it wasn't Shippuden. So I
Yeah,
was
I
like
was
really confused.
Oh,
because OG
So-
Naruto was 2004, so
Yeah.
I haven't seen Naruto either.
Bro, Naruto hit some mad power spikes this season, so
the last 100 episodes, you watch One Piece,
Yeah.
so that's like nothing to you.
yeah.
Just-
One Piece is too big of a. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, Mr. How many APs are you taking? 4, 5?
5 this year.
Okay.
Even though that might be more in this year alone than both of you have taken through all of your high school careers combined, but that's okay. Is that true? Is that true, Daniel? How many?
No, I took 2 sophomore year, 2 last year, and 3 this year.
You're doing 3. Oh, which ones are you doing this year?
I'm taking econ, physics, and comp sci.
Oh right, you transferred into physics. Which
Mhm.
last year you did com sci principles and
Uh,
stats.
yeah, stats, and then the year before it was calc and Euro. So in total, I have taken 7 APs.
And you will have taken 7. Nice.
Yeah. Will, how many APs have you taken? Yeah, thank you.
Mm, it's
I'm not
okay.
wasting my time with the extra work. I don't see it.
No, I get that.
Uh,
See, the way I view it is it's a more challenging class, which I appreciate, because I'll be honest, I find a lot of classes to be boring, especially regular classes.
fact, fun fact, that when they tell you that you don't have class rankings, it's like it's kind of like a somewhat of a lie. If you ask, they'll tell you what percent you're in the class, like your top whatever percent.
Oh, eh. I'm definitely low in terms of English then, but I feel like I do pretty well in other
No, like in
classes.
general.
Oh, okay.
Like apparently, like if you ask the counselors,
Oh,
a list of like the top percent or whatever.
huh. I'm curious then, cause I'm not like an extreme overachiever. I just get
Also,
I get a grade good enough to get my
not bad.
yeah, I maintain a GPA good enough to keep my scholarship, and that's it. That's all I care.
No, like apparently the average GPA in our grade is 3.7-ish, like weighted. Which
Oh,
honestly is a lot higher than I was expecting it to be.
I think it's kind of
3.3, I think. So
to be fair.
like wow.
To be fair, Andrew, realize our like the amount of friends we have, and even like people we know that are taking AP classes, and then
Like I think
or honors classes.
percent of the Discord probably has above a 4. So I mean,
Yeah. And to those that don't, Will, how does it feel?
but you're probably around average still, right? So it's like
Me?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, but there's also a lot of people who are like, like we got, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Honestly, one of the main things that, or one of the main reasons behind me not taking a bunch of APs last year or this year is because I wanted to take classes that I felt like I would enjoy. So,
I see.
yeah, no, it's like I could take Gov and Physics E&M and language or whatever, or instead I could take Game Design and Python, which aren't AP classes, but they're classes that are going to help me with hopefully the career I want to go into. So, just stuff like that.
I would say that's a very different route than the one I chose.
And that route being
Not like
suffer.
yes, exactly. Maximum pain and suffering.
There is a reason why your status is, or why the game you're playing is pain for 19 plus hours or whatever.
Oh yes, I don't. Yeah, that's what it usually is. I think right now it's send help.
Okay.
Or is it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, update present. There we go. Now it is pain. I think.
I'll be honest, I still don't know. I still don't know how you and Andrew did that, but I don't really care enough to find out.
I don't even remember either, to be honest. It was like last year sometime.
Yeah.
In the middle of laying in, he showed me how to do it.
Yeah. I don't understand why you two both took Lang and Lit.
Honestly, it's because if you think
I get that it's super useful though. I get that it's super useful though.
okay, wasn't originally gonna do lit, right? But then I was talking to like a lot of the seniors, and they were like, "Yeah, lit basically gives the same amount of work to both."
Oh.
And like the difference is like the questions you get on quizzes and tests. But they were like, overall, lit's probably more fun, especially since the workload for homework at least is the same.
Oh. I wish I had known that.
So I might as well do that because I don't know. But neither of you are in English honors, right?
No, I'm in honors.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. No, I wish I had known that then. Okay.
That's why I was like, okay, so I'm doing like we literally had the same reading assignment, Daniel, but the difference is like the quiz questions and our test questions are different.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think like the class itself is fun. Like what we do in classes, like, so that's what I did. I was like, okay, and I think
I
I would be doing equally as okay in the honors class.
No, now that we're a little bit into honors, I really wish that I'd taken either lit or just not taken honors at all. Just taken regular.
That's what I was told. The honors isn't worth the value.
Yeah.
I think I would have done better on summer reading because your question was so much easier. We basically banned the words original and elusive in our class
Why?
because our summer reading prompt was like defend this statement. The original is always elusive or something like that, and all hated it. So
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so. But yeah, I think lit is worth it, especially because I think there's like less lit kids, so like, you know, I think
Yeah.
chiller with the lit kids.
I
How is normal English?
It's a trip.
The trip?
I hate Shakespeare. Our new book is cringe.
Bro, we're doing Crime and Punishment next, Daniel. The only upside to this book, there are no reading quizzes for it.
Let's go.
Did he not? Did he tell you that? I'm pretty sure I heard him correctly. I think he said that Crime and Punishment's really dense, so reading quizzes are like totally too hard. Like we would be suffering.
It would be unfair.
Like yeah. So he's like, yeah, as long as people participate, and like I kind of see that you guys are all reading, like where we won't have quizzes.
Yeah.
So y'all better not screw this up.
No, I'll definitely keep up. The only complaint I really have about the class is that I wish I could do the... I guess it's just the way that I function. I just like getting my work done in classes, and if I don't get it done in class, it's very difficult for me to find the motivation to do it.
Yeah.
So.
True. Like, it's very hard to find the motivation to do like a 13-page go packet at like 3 p.m. You know.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh.
I definitely know that just the way that high school works is fine, but I don't know, I just don't like doing homework. I'd just rather homework be schoolwork that then gets assigned as homework or whatever. Just cause
Yeah, I feel like some homework is necessary, like reading, because it's like hard to cram that much reading.
Yeah, no, I get reading as homework.
But,
just
like, bro, sometimes I feel like there's just like math homework should be borderline optional.
I really feel like homework should just be review. And if homework isn't review, then you shouldn't be teaching the class.
Or it's like, or it should be optional.
Yeah.
Did I really need to do 30 review problems for a calculus lesson I already know how to do? Probably not, but like.
Yeah, just the opinion I have on homework basically comes down to, if you can't teach the class, so you're relying on homework to have them teach themselves about the subject, you should not be teaching. Or at least not that class, because it makes the student suffer, and assigning too much homework also makes you suffer as a teacher because you have to grade all of that.
There's also the other type of teachers who don't know what they're doing but also don't assign any homework, so nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Mr. Yeah, so you know.
No leaking names aside from our own first names, preferably.
This isn't an ideal world.
Yeah. I do feel bad for you though, because Will and I take game design at the same time you're taking principles, so.
Oh yeah, I see you guys all the time with
Yeah.
Surfing.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, those all those PLA rolls you guys got in there are nice. Those are expensive PLA filaments.
Hey, you want to know something really awesome about our? You want to know something really awesome about our class?
What?
Teacher said that on Fridays we're just gonna play games.
Bro. You must be hoping, right?
Nope. It's gonna be so fun. I'm just straight up gonna bring my Switch and we're just gonna play games. Genuinely, in class, or the way he put it is, you're allowed to basically do whatever you want in class as long as you are getting the work done.
Well, that is such a good mindset.
It's what college is gonna be. It's what the comp sci teacher says. He apparently, yeah, apparently for mechanics, I'm trying not to say names for a reason.
Mm.
uh, in physics, apparently he makes the homework optional.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what E&M is though too. Like, for TA, you know?
That's optional? I don't think it is.
Bro, it's 0% weighted in the syllabus, Daniel.
Oh. Huh. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's what what's his name? That's what someone else in the class told me. So,
See, I thought it was you have to do the homework, but he doesn't grade it. It's just did you do it? I thought it was just a completion thing. So.
no, I thought it was 2, but then someone showed it to me in the syllabus. I was like, huh.
Oh. Huh.
Shoot, we have a quiz on Tuesday.
Yeah. Both a reading quiz and a quiz on the semi-infinite or like line of charge. I can't wait to do limits. I stopped taking calculus for a reason. Why did I take this class?
I believe you are talking about integral, Daniel.
Yeah, no, it's a limit and an integral. I don't want to talk about it. I took calculus over COVID. I did not do well. I did not want to take it again. Why am I taking it again? Except now it's physics. I'll be honest. If you're taking stats, you're gonna do more You're gonna do more math work in.
I'm not doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to avoid that one because like comp sci is like what I want to do, right? So like it's not like stats would be useless, I think, but I think calc is like more common based on what I've been told. So.
What type of comp sci?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think overall, like, stats is, like, useful for some things, but I'm also better at calc. Based on what I've seen you guys and, like, the current stats class go through, it doesn't look very enjoyable. Like,
Yeah.
in decathlon when we did stats, too. You know.
Yeah, you guys did not have fun doing that, huh? I will say, best...
Decathlon stats was horrible. Dude, I think, I don't know, I got a math medal, but, like, still, it was horrible.
I will say the best thing about stats, or at least AP stats, everything is calculator allowed. There is not a single thing that you are not allowed to use your calculator for.
Yeah.
Which is just nice. And in fact, as the year goes on, he just makes it more and more obvious that the calculator is just the best way to do things. So
honestly, like, they invented the darn thing, you might as well use it, right?
Yeah. I really don't like... I've gotten to the point where it's just like, calculator. I don't... Listen, man, I might be a math tutor as my job, but I don't... I'd still like to just have a calculator to do the work for me. I don't want to do the calculations in my head. Especially if it's, like, long division, a lot of multiplication, or, like, multi-digit multiplication, or, multi-digit addition subtraction. I can do all of those things. I don't want to. I spent years learning how to do those. I know how to do those. I don't want to do those anymore. Let me use a calculator.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but also, like, dude, I don't know, stats just isn't it. Wait, what math are you doing this year, pre-calc?
He's not doing any.
Oh, what?
He said no. Yeah.
I want to be honest, I forgot you could, that was an option.
Are you taking a math class?
I'm doing Calc BC.
Oh. I didn't realize that. Yeah, my opinion on stats is that it's useful, just depends on what you're going into, because, like, stats is... Here's the thing, stats is definitely way more applicable to just everything if, just, like, in real life, unless you're going into a job that, uses calculus. Because if you're going into a job that uses calculus, you're probably going to use that a lot. But from what I've heard, stats is just kind of everywhere, so if you just know how to do basic stats, it goes a long way.
Yeah, I see what you mean, though, because, like, it'll come at, like, I know, like, really basic stats, like, find the average of, like, the mean and the median and stuff. Like, if it was on the SAT, I could probably do
Yeah. So, you know mean, median, mode?
Yeah.
Do you know, IQR and, quartile? Okay.
Quartiles.
Yeah.
Intermediate quartile range.
Yeah.
I did at one point, not anymore.
Q1, median.
I only do Q1 and Q3.
Yeah, Q1, Q2 is the median, Q3, it's just IQR is Q3 minus Q1.
Yeah. Oh shoot. There's some other stuff like standard deviation.
Standard deviation is based off of the mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that.
If I looked at my calculator right now, I could go over a whole bunch of stats things. But I've just now realized we were supposed to be talking about anime.
But listen, man, we agreed when we started this, it was just gonna go how it goes.
Yeah, it'd be like that. But also, I feel like we've left Will out of the conversation for a while.
William, how's it going? Will, wait, Will, what class are you doing?
YouTube Shorts going on right now.
Okay, I'm so glad you're.
User.
I'm so glad you are engaging with the podcast. How kind of you.
Hey, I'm listening. I'm here.
All right, to break the ice, would you rather eat eat a dick and sit on a cake, or eat a cake and sit on a dick?
Okay,
Cake's pretty
what?
tasty.
Ayo, hold on.
You don't actually have to answer it. Don't know. All I can really tell you is that I would absolutely eat a cake and sit on a dick, rather than eat a dick and sit on a cake.
Hold up. Yeah, okay. I just comprehended that one.
Took you that long?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. That one is one that I pulled from Chuckle Sandwich. I will not pull the other mainstay, being the bacon games question, but it is.
That one's like funnier in my opinion.
It is. That one is just one that they didn't. What is it?
Oh, how's service? Where do you guys' service sites?
Field Elementary.
Oh, unfortunate. In my opinion, I saw the options presented before me and chose the one with the least children.
Yeah, I thought the nursery was plants.
Bro, dude, that's the same thing I thought. Cause I asked someone, I was like, "Oh, you're going to a nursery? That's cool. I'm sure with like physical labor." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, you mean like a plant nursery, right?" And they're like, "No, like a children one." I was like, "Oh, time to avoid that." So I'm at the food bank, and that's really fun because there's a lot of good food nearby.
Yeah.
Demons tomorrow.
That's what I've heard.
Switch, so I'm stuck with it.
You could switch second.
You're only stuck for a semester.
Cause I think cause we had a problem where too many people wanted to go to one place, so she said that second semester people will have the option to change, and if you like drop your first option, you'll have priority.
Well, keep in mind, Will has the other. He has the better. Yeah, he has the better.
Oh, bro, that's a big lucky you. In my class, we literally, Daniel, we both like, do you also do nothing the entire time?
It's just note taking, yeah.
I mean,
I
take note, but it's like, it's interesting.
Yeah, for us it's taking notes on Genesis. Oh boy, my favorite.
Okay, listen, bro. Me and one of the people on my right, we literally just take turns sleeping and updating each other what happened.
That is probably the most high school college thing I've heard. It's like, okay, I'm asleep now. You tell me what's going on when I wake up, and then your turn.
You know, like last class, they go like, "Oh, it's my turn to sleep, Andrew," and you can tell me what happened.
I feel like if anyone,
because the class before that, we were on like day 1 of creation. I just like, I stood up, and she's on like day 6. I was like, "Yo, what?"
Yeah. She had me read the first bunch, or the first few verses, and I was like, oh boy, I absolutely love reading the Bible, especially the New Testament. It's my favorite.
Indeed.
I understand that the way that they see it, it's not that the stories are legitimately true and factual, but that there is some profound meaning behind it. The way I see it is, this is a kid's story.
Wow.
This is a literal children or a story for children.
True. I understand what you're saying.
I just remembered Matthew. He made a presentation for he made a presentation for religion last year, and I think he included one of the slides had a thing from The Blue Exorcist or something.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. That slideshow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about that slide.
He shared it with me while he was working on it, and I just saw him continuing to make it just more and more of a monstrosity, and
Bro,
I enjoyed it.
Do you know which class he's in right now? Which
Religion?
Yeah.
Probably ours. I don't think.
Okay.
Will, is he in your class?
There's only
Okay.
one period for Will's.
Yeah.
I think so.
And there might
Yeah.
be two.
I don't think is no, I'm pretty sure there's only one. So yeah, I don't think what's her name would appreciate a lot of Matthew's, presentation style. You know what I mean?
I don't. I genuinely wonder how many teachers hate him and how many are like, man, I wish I could. I feel like a lot of the teachers are, man, I really don't like him, but he does well, so I can't do anything.
I know, it's not like he doesn't. It's like he just puts like, oh shoot, I just remembered something. I think I have a project due this week that I haven't started at all.
It's okay, you can start it after the podcast. Don't worry, tomorrow is a late start. Ooh.
No, it's not for me, Daniel. It's not for me.
Oh, that's right.
Or 8.
Lamau.
Before 8 o'clock, Daniel.
You've been trolled. You've been chosen.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you.
Hey, okay. To be fair, if you said that I don't remember you saying that you didn't want to do it.
No,
So.
I just never thought it would be possible, so I never bothered.
Oh, okay. Because if you legitimately didn't want to do it, I would have been perfectly fine with not voting for you.
Yeah, it's fine. You know what? It's a good resume item.
Hey, look at me! I was voted for this position by my class. Ooh.
It makes me seem more well balanced.
Yeah, no, that's true. What doesn't make me feel balanced, though, is the fact that I have schoolwork, and I have work on Saturdays, and now I have Ultimate Frisbee on Sundays, so I just don't get a day to sleep in now.
That's okay. Wait, what about tomorrow?
You think sleeping in till 8:30 is sleeping in?
8:30? School doesn't start till 9:30.
You think being able...
At least. For you, at least.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I really only get an extra hour and a half of sleep. I typically wake up about an hour before school starts.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do. I only wake up a little earlier because the market opens at 6:30, so...
You go to the market before school?
No. Like the stock market.
Oh my gosh. You... Just no. You need to stop with that game.
Daniel, you know the econ?
Yeah, you need to stop with that.
I may have,
Did you fumble the bag again, or...
accidentally gotten a little too greedy. Remember, I saw how I shot up, 16.
Mm-hmm, and then you fell back down.
And then I dropped, 17. So, you know how it is.
Mm-hmm. See, here's the thing that I've learned. Not investing and having that be my bit, basically, was probably the smartest thing I've done.
Yeah, I mean, I would personally say that the stock market is not in a strong position right now.
Honestly...
That's just my personal opinion, but
Honestly, I feel like if you guys weren't, trying to day trade, and instead, like, had a dartboard that decided whether or not you would buy and sell and what stocks you would buy and sell, you would probably be doing better.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, the chance that you would be breaking even or be doing better than you are currently is probably pretty high.
Should be doing a lot better, but you know.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's really all I have to say to that. Thank you for your input, Will.
Anytime. Yeah.
I'm very happy our game design class is as chill as it is, though.
Will, do you have like a retire?
Yeah.
Do you have like a retirement
Account?
since you're 18 now?
It's actually full. I'm retiring next year.
Oh dang,
Been at
good
my
for you,
job
bro.
for
Good for
32
you.
years.
Yo, congrat.
Already
I forgot, are you trying to... Are you gonna go to the city college next year, or are you gonna go on, like, a year break?
Well, I've heard certain things from certain people in the college sphere that make me not want to go there. So
Not want to?
not want to.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I don't know if it's a year off or I go look for other schools or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. How's your college work going, friends?
Yeah, I...
Oh really? To who?
English teacher.
Oh.
I gave it to my dad, and thank goodness for the fact that he's a writer, because he basically just gave me a whole bunch of things at it. Like, I think...
Huh.
Yeah, no, it's actually... So here's the thing, English is my worst subject.
Okay, that's very fair. Right now, English is also my worst subject.
No, I just mean English has consistently been the subject that I do the worst in. I'm just not good at grammar. It is... grammar and writing are the things that I'm really not good at, and... Okay, here, let me find it quickly, because... he gave me... My dad gave me a whole bunch of, edits for just the single UC app thing that I gave him. He gave me 19 suggestions.
Oh yeah, bro, don't worry. The first time I sent my common app thing to be edited, I think I had 45 suggestions.
He gave me 42 suggestions and then told me that I should probably just rewrite the entire thing because I need to make it into a better story.
True.
Yeah,
Too. I think I rewrote my common app so far at least 3 times, and my UC's twice. So
I just need to write them all at this point.
It's a process, Daniel. It's a process.
Yeah. Some of the advice that I got from, like, Luke, the one who graduated, not last year, but the year before, yeah. He told me that he wished, that he had started on his, college stuff sooner, because he took a while to do that, is what he told me. So, just get your college stuff done as soon as possible, so that way it's done and over with. How stressed are you about college?
It's just finishing everything, you know.
Like, just, are you stressed at all about it, or is it just like, yeah, it's gonna happen? On a scale of, expletive, on a scale of that to, like, who cares? Like, where are you on that scale?
I'd say like on a 1 to 10 scale, I'd say like a solid 6.5.
Okay.
You know.
Well, what about you?
I think it was like an 8 2 weeks ago because I came back from Europe. And
Prague.
Oh God, I'm so behind.
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe a 4, 4.5.
Yeah, I'm probably at like a 3. I
Me with everything now.
uh,
Something I really care about, then I'm on it. Like most things I'm passionate about. But if it's like school related, no.
Yeah, it's like,
if it is
bruh,
something
am I the one doing this right now?
if it's something I'm passionate about, obviously immediately exclude school. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure for the people who don't know that I just don't like education system.
Yeah, our educational system's messed up.
Bro, true. Dude, in the
'Cause
Gov textbook, it was like California spends an average of like 36,000 per student. Well, oh no, not California. It was like Washington, versus Arizona only spends 18,000 per student. I'm sitting here thinking, well, sure, it isn't making that big of a difference.
Gee, I feel like there should be more emphasis put on the educational system rather than on like the systems we have in place to punish people.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like just straight up teaching people. Uh, uh, this is absolutely going to be a controversial take, but um, it is my personal belief that getting rid of private schools just as a thing is good because it then forces wealthy people to invest into public schools, making all public schools better, which then increases the education levels of everyone.
But then, like, you would have to assume that the public schools would use their money correctly, which does not happen very often. Like,
Gee, it's almost like they're underfunded and teachers have to pay things out of their own pockets.
actually, okay, funny story. Let me see.
I get that they're given a lot of money, but my point is the teachers themselves are not, and in a lot of cases, school systems aren't also given a lot. I understand that that's not true in all instances, and I understand that many people agree with the take that I have given, but that is my take, and I do think it is a fairly good one because it benefits the most people if it works correctly.
I think, yeah, like California mismanages a lot of its money. Like,
I think that goes for a lot of states.
true, but I think they could like, do better. You know.
Yo, that's crazy. I think the US as a whole could do better.
Well, as someone who hears the lower side or like the younger side of the education system, K through eight,
Mm-hmm.
and how they're revamping it, at least at my mom's school,
Yeah,
it
they
sounds
are.
a lot better than we used to. I meant for us.
Hmm.
Because what they're focused on now is the revamp and like now that they know that every kid doesn't like learn the same, so now they cater to different types of learning styles.
That's so good.
Yeah, which is
Good
like
for them.
Yeah,
finally social emotional and people for that.
I
No, I'm glad I'm out of like that young age. You know.
yeah, I think it would be cool if like preschool was just like trying to obviously it's the building blocks for learning how to learn and stuff and just how to form functional friendships, relationships, like that sort of thing. Um,
Yeah.
but I do wish that
COVID did not help at all.
yeah, COVID was awful. I wish that like if they're going to start putting emphasis on learning styles, like not the stereotypical oh I'm a visual learner, oh I'm an auditory learner, because those don't really exist technically.
Oh really?
Yeah, no, everyone basically learns the same from those sort of distinct styles, but people absolutely learn better when it comes to different subjects because they have different interests. And they also might have reading problems, which would cause an issue in basically everything. Yeah. No, so definitely if like preschool would just like if preschool was just like trying to find out that sort of thing, and then kindergarten was used for the similar sort of function of figuring out what kids learn which way, and then like schools and classes themselves were basically just classes full of people who learned in that style and a teacher who could help them the best. I think that would absolutely be a utopian educational system.
Too bad it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
I it ultimately does come down to money, which is a problem considering a lot of things that I don't really want to get into without having another hot take other than, like, I don't know, healthcare. I get that that's also kind of a hot take, but our current system is legitimately $17 billion more expensive than a Medicare for all system would be. So, you know, maybe Medicare for all would be better, considering it literally saves us money.
I mean, it could save life.
Yeah, it also means that people aren't worried about potential. People are less concerned about hospital bills.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, I actually have. My mom just straight up gave me a thing that says, like, "Hey, here's an insurance ticket for your father's car, and you are now allowed to drive it. Congrats. Here's your official insurance thing for it."
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I don't think this episode should be the anime episode.
Nah, we can revisit that.
Yeah, we should. We will. Because we do legitimately have things to say on the topic of anime. We just actually didn't get into it. At least that much.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might have spent the first. We spent the first like 25 minutes talking about TV shows, and then we spent the last 35 talking about school, basically.
Essentially our lives.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Honestly.
Yeah, true. Very true moment.
Have you guys been doing anything interesting aside from just school, college work sort of things, or not really?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, I mean, your life is going to be dominated by schoolwork and college work just because of APs.
3 months.
Yeah.
Banging in engineers next 12 years.
What?
Yeah, if you're a doctor, you go to school for like an extra 8 years or something.
Oh, true. Fortunately, I don't think any of us here are planning on becoming doctors.
Bro, I hate living things like not in the... You know what I mean? Like,
Bro, you see these living animate creatures? They should not.
honestly, no, like if you're an engineer and like let's say something falls off, right? You know, like it breaks. Oh, you know that's what duct tape is
Yeah.
for. If you're a doctor and something falls off, duct tape and welding doesn't cut that anymore. You know what I mean?
In fact, it might literally cut them to pieces.
Exactly, literally. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, we know. Don't we know?
You know.
Yeah, no, we know. Right, Will? We know?
Yeah,
One of the things, because I listen to things on 2 times speed. We'll probably get more into this next time. But just podcasts and videos I watch and listen to on 2 times speed. Because I read fast, which means I like to hear things fast, usually. That's just kind of how it be. And because of the amount that I walk, I typically finish podcasts pretty quickly. Or, like, finish the episodes pretty quickly. So, given enough time, I will need to find another one. And the one that I have been listening to recently is honestly very good. It's very educational because they cover a topic, a question, and another miscellaneous topic. Because all 3 of them are scientists, kind of. One of them's a computer scientist, so do with that what you will, but the other 2 are biologists, and they just cover a whole bunch of different things, so I just think it's cool. I don't know if I should really give them a shout out. We are not smaller than them in any way. It's just I don't know how I feel about it. But it's definitely good. That's probably the most interesting thing that I've been up to, other than actually trying to record videos and edit them again. So, time is a thing that's being taken away from me in multiple different ways.
True.
No wonder I, don't like doing homework. It literally takes time away from things that I'm trying to do while I'm at home. Who would have thought? I'm so excited. What? You got so quiet again.
Yeah, I know.
Back. I was back.
Okay, that explains it.
He did indeed lean back.
School gets in the way of like what we're interested in. Like even if it is school related, I think it still gets in the way.
Yeah.
Takes the time like more than 50% of the day, and then you sleep for the other like 25, and then you want to do stuff for the rest of it. That's like I'm impressed.
Sleeping for 25% of the day, my man. That's sleeping for 6 hours
Of your day.
Yeah, I know. For that 6 hours of sleep, I need at least 8. I'm sleeping for a third of the day. I'm sleeping for a third of the day, and then a lot of time goes away just for school and for work. So time is a thing that I have that I want to spend on myself, because why in the world would I spend it on other things when I've already had like 3/4 of my day taken away by that, or even more. So
Understandable.
Speaking of time, awesome segue. We've reached end. It has actually been a little over an hour, but I decided to let it run a little bit just because we actually had things to talk about, and now we had an actual segue to an end. So we're gonna revisit anime. We will revisit anime next time. Hopefully we're gonna upload more frequently these podcasts, because our entire recording got screwed over because, as stated, Andrew went to Prague for academic decathlon, and then the week after he caught up, I got sick. So we're finally back, able to record. Hopefully it'll be regular uploads, assuming we have time for it, considering we just spent a long time ranting about that. But yeah, anyone have anything that they want to plug?
No.
I hopefully will be doing videos soon.
Nice. And where should they find you?
I don't know yet.
Awesome. If anyone wants to watch any of the videos that I make or see where I stream, it's Aura Guy on Twitch and Aura Guy 123 on YouTube. You can always recognize me because of my funny penguin, or puffin. Sorry, I said penguin because I'm thinking about League right now.
Nice. This is where I leave.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We're not actually going to talk about that. Other than, like, why it's a game that I enjoy. It's because it gives me a lot of things to memorize. Anyway, yeah. If that's all everyone has to say, then, yeah.
Audio.
See you guys next time.